Welcome back to my Minecraft 100-day challenge, where I'm going through the world and collecting as many things as I can within 100 days and bringing them all back to the end, where I'm going to live out the rest of the world in this area. So in the last episode, you might have seen, I basically defeated the dragon and unlocked the end, and that was within 25 days. So let's just check out what I've gotten up to in this next episode. So firstly, I started off on day 26, which is great. And I was back in the overworld, so I thought I'd do a bit of exploring and collecting a couple of those first resources that I really wanted to grab. And I thought a good way to get a few of the bits and pieces would be to go around the ocean and do a bit of exploring, looking in shipwrecks like this one, and collecting up as much stuff as I can that I potentially won't be able to get once I get to the end. So as you can see, some smithing tablets, which is really useful. And then I went out and found a village and I started chopping these melons because I hadn't actually captured those yet. Now, one of the main things I'm actually going to need in the end is going to be villagers. So I'm actually going to steal these guys because they're nice and easy to get to. And I'm going to transport them all the way back here. We'll do this nice and quickly. And trust me, this definitely was not a quick adventure. And I went all the way back here to the end portal. Now, as you can see, I've actually made a little bit of an easier way to get in and out, which is great. And I'm just going to take these villagers and pop them through the end portal, which is always a good resource to have because villagers are definitely really overpowered. And as per usual, the villagers don't really want to cooperate here, which is not surprising. Oh, and this one wants to die into the wall, which is not surprising sort of behavior here. So basically, I'm going to lure these guys with a bed and sort of try and get them to come towards the portal, and they don't want to cooperate at all. Come on, mate. Let's go. Come on. And in you go. Oh, no, you want to sleep. Well, maybe this boat. Come on. Bed. And come on, buddy. Come on. Don't go down there. Get in the boat. Yes, perfect. All right, let's run through. Here we go. And as I'm sure you guys can all guess, that was only half the challenge. So I'm just going to leave this guy there for now and start getting some of these chests and things set up in the end. And that's not the chest that I wanted to put it into. So basically I want to ditch off as much of this stuff on this end side as I can, because after 100 days, I'm not actually going to go back into the overworld. And time to get the second guy and repeat the process, I think. So, and, oh, this guy's in a bit of an awkward spot. Oh, just straight down here. Perfect. And look, there we go. And I may as well grab these hay bales while I'm here. The village has actually been really handy to sort of get a few bits and pieces from, but I'm not planning on coming back. And, well, I didn't want two of you guys. I actually only want one. Come on, out of the boat. Out we go. Come on. Yeah. Come on. I'll jump in. Someone on. Come on. Come on, let me back in now. Yep. All right, I'll leave you there, buddy. And now back to the end portal, which is always where we're trying to bring all these resources back to. And I found a shipwreck on my way back, so I may as well loot this while I'm here. And sweet, I got some moss blocks, which is great because they'll be a resource I will use a lot of. Perfect. And the sun looks like it's going down, so time to get back there, I think. All right, buddy. You be a bit more cooperative than your other friends. All right, that wasn't too bad. Let's get down here. And hopefully this guy will go in a lot better than the last one. And I missed that jump, which is a bit of a bugger. But we'll get him up there and into the end portal. Sweet. Well, I got my two villagers now. So I may as well build them a little house and I'll get some of these basic farms going. So first of all, I want to get a dripstone farm going while I'm sort of doing these starter farms. So I've only managed to get a small amount of pointed dripstone. I've got 2 pieces so far. Well, actually, I think it's about 6, but I turned one piece into a pointed into dripstone block, so I wasn't sure if you actually need that to make more pointed dripstone. And then from up here, I'm going to make a little dirt platform, which I'm going to convert to farmland for the villagers to live on and have a farmer villager so they can breed some more villagers for me. Now, dirt will be a pretty useful resource for me, so I'm going to collect a whole bunch of this before the 100 days is up as well. Well, now that's done, that's always good. And I've put up some walls around this edge so that the villagers can live in there. And I'm going to leave it like that for now and go back to the overworld. So I'm trying to time my time in the end to sort of be during the night times, and I'm trying to use the daytime to collect resources while there's not many mobs around. I seem to be going fairly successful with this, but see how I go. So I've collected up some fish to catch this cat, because I actually want some cats for the end, which are just going to be mainly companion animals. And if this cat would like to come to me, that'd be really good. Come on, buddy. Come on, get stuck up there. Oh, no. And I feel like this shield might be... let's see. Oh, that's 2 fish. There we go. Oh, 1 for good measure. And that's the 1 cat caught, so that's good. And I also want to get these horses from the original village. I've sort of kept these 2 ones aside, and I want to bring these through with me as well, because it would be really cool to have like a horse stables in the end. This guy doesn't seem to want to be tamed. Come on, buddy. There we go. Sweet. And I've got a saddle for him as well, so perfect. I will get him ready to go into the Nether, and I can ride him through, hopefully. Here we go. Ready to go, buddy. And I actually didn't successfully get those through to the end because I only actually made a 1 wide tunnel. So I've actually got to widen that at some point, but I thought I'd bring some resources back through to the end, including some beds to get these villagers going. And this is the really hard thing about managing my time. Well, I'm trying to sort of jump back and forth between the bases to try and bring as much resources over here as possible and get some farms going. So that's my sweet berry bushes all sorted, which is great. And I will start getting this all set up so that I can get these villagers up here quite easily. Got a little gate there. And I'll set up their beds over in this little section. Hopefully I might break that one, put it over there actually. And hopefully I can lure these guys up here. So there's one, and this guy, come on. Now, that looked easy, but trust me, that was probably an hour. And I really do need to get rid of these Endermen because, yeah, I'm going to die here otherwise. Come on, buddy. Off you go. And as you can see, some of the Endermen have been picking up my blocks, which I thought I'd done a data pack to stop them doing, so I'll have to check that. Alright, let's plant this place out so that the farmer villagers got something to grow. Perfect. May as well fix that up with carrots. Awesome. And that's my first piece of pointed dripstone as well. So I'll mine that up and I'll start. Now, another thing that I've been really wanting to do quickly is to collect up as many of these animals as possible. So you already saw me, I got some cats and I got some horses. So I'm also going to get this sheep as well, which is on the island right near where I have been working with the end portal. So I'll bring that one through and I will start getting these guys all sorted with some pens, I think. And hopefully I can find another one here. Hello, Mr. Sheep. All right. I guess through here we go. Oh, yep, there we go. All right, back at the end portal. Perfect. And this is the sort of process I'm having to go through with just like elastic banding the mobs back up onto this little porch. And then through the end portal we go again. And as you guys can see, I've already done 5 days worth of work on this, so the time is actually flying by. All right, perfect. So let's get this little animal pen set up over here for the sheep, because sheep will actually be a really good resource to have in the end, because it's got another renewable source of blocks, which is great. And I'll just finish this one off. Then I'll bring these guys through, I think. Perfect. Nice, nice fence post. Come on, boys. Surely you can work out who can go up the stairs first. You don't have to fight over that. Come on. Come on, let's break it up. Alrighty. I guess their AI is too dumb. Alright. Come on. Come on, you can work it out. There we go. There we go. Perfect. It only took several attempts. And the other guys. Come on, you dumb sheeps. Well, these two will be in prison forever at some point anyway, so. And I've started a little chicken farm here too, so that'll be handy to have the eggs and the feathers and the, I guess, raw chicken. And this is the second cat that I want to get. He's pretty cool, he's Tux. But he doesn't seem to want to be caught. Come on, cat. I'm not sure if there's a better way of doing this. Like, do cats just always run away from people? Come on, cat. Here we go. Come on. All right, put my shield away. Oh, that seemed a lot easier. All right, there we go. Perfect. And I'll bring these two cats together, I think, just here, and I will breed them just so I've got a backup cat. And that's the best option. Oh, zombie. Look how tiny these guys are. All right, perfect. Another day. Collect up some more blocks. And I will bring these two parent cats, I think, through to the end. And I'll leave the baby here just in case I need to collect another one. Because I really only need two. So I'll just push these guys through. The baby can just sit over here for now, I think. Perfect. All right. As you can see, I've done the long walk through the Nether with these cats, and I'm back at the end portal's Nether portal. And I'll just push these guys through again. And then hopefully that's the hard stuff done. And they'll just have to follow me. Never really liked this about end portals, Nether portals, like that you have to push your pets through them. They should just follow you or something. I don't know if they're unsad or something. I don't know. And then I'll get the lazy cat onto the bed. Oh, this one, I'll just kick it off. And we'll sit that one, we'll sit that one. Perfect. And I love these animations from the Better Animations mod, I think it is. Silverfish, that's a bit weird. All right, come on. Surely that's enough. All right, let's get these cats through the other side. And that's one more animal checked off the list of the things that I wanted to bring through, which is great. And I think these animals as well will just sort of create that sort of atmosphere to the end like build and stuff. I think it'll be really interesting to have animals of all different types there. So here's the cow. Same process, getting multiple cows. And while I was out looking for that as well, I also found a wolf. So I'm gonna try and capture him. He's one of the new wolf variants, so he's a brown one, which is really cool. So I'll bring him back as well. And of course there's phantoms. Come on, go away. My wolf going to try and attack it? Oh, I think he did. Doesn't seem to be any other mobs around at the moment, which is good. There we go. Sweet. And now we've got our wolf and our cow all the way back to the end portal. So let's get them through again. And I have also come back out and I found a pig. So this is going to be sort of the process. Most of the stuff that I want to get done this episode, because I wanted to, within the first 50 days, sort of get a lot of these bits and bobs done and then really focus on like resource gathering. Now, to take a break from the animals, I've decided to actually go out and loot a couple of these ocean ruins, which is a great process. And I'm trying to just find any of these loots that I can find there. All right, back to it. And, well, yeah, I guess was resting on the cats. All right, come on, Mr. Cow. Come on, up you go. Perfect. Now, as you can see, I've had a bit of progress here. I've got 3 sheep over in that pen, 2 cows here now. The chicken pen's starting to fill up. And just got that pig to bring through now too. There he is. Perfect. And that's nearly all of the animals that I really wanted to get through here. So I've got 1 pig and I'll get the other one eventually. And he can... There we go. Perfect. And I may as well spread out some of this farmland now because I'm actually going to need a bit of these resources like potatoes for the pig and some wheat as well for the cows. So I may as well get a few of these crops growing here now while I've got this area loaded. And while I'm here as well, I'm going to feed up the villagers and hopefully they can produce the first baby villager here so that I can start populating this area. Now, time flies. Another 3 days are gone. Day 33, which is always good. But it seems to be that we're already a third away there and I feel like the progress is going well. Can't complain so far, and villagers being in the end by 1/3 of the way through is a huge update. Now, I've gone out and done some exploring now. I thought it was a good time to do this, day 34. And I wanted to go out and find some of the different biomes. So I found a jungle biome here, which is great. This is a sapling type I didn't actually have yet. And I got some of those leaves, which is awesome. Cocoa. So yeah, they're definitely going to be all useful items, definitely. So I'll pop all those back in the main base and I'm going to do a bit of mining as well. So as you can see, I found a few diamonds and I've actually got a fortune 3 pickaxe now, which is great because I can actually make good use of these mining trips now. And I found a few more diamonds. Well, just the one, I guess. And it seems to be every time I find a diamond, there seems to be a zombie behind me. Oh, one more diamond. Any zombies? Nope. And there's some gold ore as well. The gold's going to actually be really important to collect because I'm not going to have access to gold in the end. Other than, I guess, from end city raiding. So I'll ditch all this stuff. I found dungeon miles down there as well. So I found a few music discs. And I also got a name tag, which is useful. So I'll ditch all this stuff off. And I think that was a good use of the night. A couple more diamonds, can't complain. Always good to upgrade tools because the more efficient I am with this sort of stuff, the better it is because I can obviously then mine the resources a lot quicker. So let's get a, yeah. Nah, actually, let's re-roll that one. We've already got a fortune free. I'd really love a silk touch. Let's see if we can get one. So because I got all the dragon levels last episode, yeah, that's not too bad. It's good to use these up before, just in case I die again or something like that. So that one might need a reroll as well. Let's see what we get this time. Efficiency free. Silk touch, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted silk touch on one of the pickaxes just in case I need it to collect something in particular. And efficiency 4 on that shovel's pretty handy. That will at least let me instant mine dirt, which is handy. And I'll just ditch this lapis here because this is going to be my main area to obviously collect stuff. So for the nighttime, I decided in the village that I would collect a bit of this dirt because previously I was saying that I'm definitely going to need the dirt in the end, as there's not an efficient way to farm this early. Basically late game, I will be able to farm dirt from a few different methods using stone generators and moss and all sorts of fun stuff, but I thought it's good to have a good stockpile of it, obviously, to get going. And we'll get that treasure chest. Perfect. I think there's another one down here somewhere. Nope. Oh, I'm dying slightly. And I think the treasure might be up here, just under here. This pillar here, yeah, perfect. And I just want to get as much of these sort of resources as possible. And because I'm in a warm ocean biome, I have a chance of getting a sniffer egg from the suspicious sand. So I've been sort of looking around here because I really do want sniffers for the ancient flowers, and also because they're quite cool. They're one of the newer mobs and they do look really nice. So they're always nice to get. I haven't really done much with them previously in other worlds I've played in, so I would really love to get one, and I'll keep looking for these buried treasures while I'm at it as well. So day 37 now, so I've been out here looking for a while, but you can see I've got a few of these coral fans as well, which is awesome, and I'm just going to keep digging up this suspicious sand. Pretty much all I can do at this point. So I've got one of these brushes, and I'll hopefully be able to find one of these sniffer eggs. So pretty much the plan is go down to the one of the ocean ruins like this one and just dig out. These ones don't look like suspicious sand. Just thought it's always good to try them, but sometimes it's hard to see. That one was not any luck. And as you can see, there seems to be a lot of drowns at this one. Ouch. Come on, buddy. Oh, oh, ow, ow. Alright, time to run. Well, 2.5 hearts is probably low enough. I really don't want to have to swim back out here because I'm about 3,000 blocks out, so was not quick to get here. Alright, there you go. And we'll duck down to this one. It's another one of these large ocean ruins again. There's a fair bit of suspicious sand in these, and I believe that they should have sniffer eggs. So let's have a look around. Making sure I've been getting all of these chests as well while I'm here. They don't seem to have much good stuff in them, to be honest. A lot of it's just wheat, coal, and like treasure chests, maybe a fishing rod sometimes. And that looks like an axe, which is a bugger. And we'll just keep trying to dig up this suspicious sand. There's a couple there, which is good. Let's open up a door here. And, oh, this is looking promising. What's this? Nope, that's not it. And this looks like one of the sherds. Yep, that's a sherd. Alright, well, it seems to be going about as I planned. I don't know what the likelihood of getting a sniffer egg is. I feel like it's only a small percentage, but we'll just keep looking. Alrighty. Well, there's one more over here that potentially might have a sniffer egg in it. And this is looking promising. Ah, well, that was just an emerald. Around the side. Oh, this one's it. Perfect. There we go, sniffer egg. And I got the advancement smells interesting, which I've always thought's a bit of a weird one. So let's get a barrier up here because I've kept on looking because I really do need 2 sniffer eggs. I kept on boating around and I found another trident drown. Hopefully this guy drops trident. So I'll just hang out back here. Oh, he's in my boat. Here we go. Well, at least I know I'm safe here at the moment. Come on, buddy. Drop me a trident. Of course, the phantoms come again. So because I haven't been sleeping at all on this world, I slept the first night and that was it. I just keep getting phantoms now. I think you can touch a bed and then that will reset the insomnia, but I just haven't been bothered. And it looks like it's just rotten flesh, so that's a bit of a bugger. So back to the warm ocean monuments or whatever these things are called, warm ocean ruins, I think. Let's start digging around for any more suspicious sand and well, there's the second one. How good's that? Only took me 4 days or something to get these, so that's really good. And let's set sail back to the base. That's pretty much everything I need to get done out here. So back at the end portal now, which is awesome. And it is still day 39. So let's drop down and get a few of these resources back to the end. And then come back through for the night time and just do a little bit of resource gathering here. And as you can see, I've got some friends that want to also join in on the birchwood chopping. Basically, I had to come up and do this because I needed more wood for chests and to gather the saplings, obviously, for just another type of sapling that I could get. But yeah, it's come on. Surely I could hit one of these guys. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. I've basically just been out here chopping down all these birch trees, which is great. And just been dealing with the mobs as they come. I don't mind a few bones if there's a few skeletons, which are handy. And I'm really looking out for those creepers because I'm not actually going to have a gunpowder source in the end. So I've just got to try and gather as much as I can now. Because I'll be duping TNT, but like if one of those TNT droopers breaks, I need backup. And I thought while I was down at the end portal as well, I would go and explore. There's a corresponding like cave system right next to it. I think it's partly a what are they called? Mine shaft. And it had this zombie spawner in it, which is cool. And I'll take the diamond horse armor, which is always good. Oh, and other side. That's actually really cool. Actually done pretty well with the record collecting on this world. Take those bones. Sweet. And I'll walk them back to the base, I think. That was a pretty good haul. I'll take this too. Sweet. Definitely cannot complain about that. And as you can see in my inventory, I've got about 54 birch saplings as well. So I'm just trying to gather up bunches of stuff while I'm down here. I found this minecart while I'm here. And I'm definitely never going to say no to a little bit of redstone, which is super handy to have. The plan is eventually to obviously set up villages, which I can get redstone from, but Basically, the idea here is to have a little bit of everything to start off with, just that way I can set up basic farms quite easily and not have to wait to get those sort of going. So as you can see, I got a few diamonds there, which is great. And I've actually installed a data pack, which now actually lets me collect these budding amethysts. Now, it's not normally something I would like to do, but because I'm actually not going to have access to this block at all in the end, and I'm never going to be able to gather enough to like make tinted glass in excess, I thought it was a cool idea just to try this out and make a little farm out of it. If I could, technically in Java, vanilla, like this, what would I be able to do with it? And I'll never be able to make more budding amethyst than what I take. I'll just be able to collect the amethyst shards. So I'm just going to collect a few of these up and take these back with me. Just that way it doesn't sort of restrict what I can do in the end. I thought it was a pretty cool one to take with me, just to try something different. So as you can see, I'm going to drop all these resources off in a chest here. It's a whole bunch of good stuff, which is great. And I will take with me what I need. And I will go back to the main base because I've left my horse there this whole time. I've finally actually now climbed all the way back and made this tunnel to make it so that I can ride the horse all the way there to let it into the end, which is great. And down here, as you can see, that the actual the tunnel that goes all the way from my starter base at spawn is actually that far, which is really handy. It's probably, I guess it's about 800 blocks or something, but once you have one of these tunnels sort of going, it's nice and safe. It's pretty easy. Let's get this horse up here and straight in. Awesome. I'll just leave that horse there for now and go back and get the other horse and we'll bring it through too. And this is sort of how I've had to get up here, which is really tricky. You have to sort of go up here. The other horse, because I left it in the nether for so long, it sort of found its own way. And let's get that one all the way through here. And all the way back to the end as well. So yeah, it's actually not that bad of a ride, which is great. Down here. And I want to do something similar to this in the end, obviously, when I'm connecting up areas that I'm building on. So obviously I'll have the main end portal, the main end island, but I'll also want to have little satellite areas as well where I can build. As you can see, I've already wind this up and we'll bring through this horse through to the other horse. Perfect. So another one of my goals for animals I want to bring through with me, because I think that'd be pretty cool to have, is actually turtles. So while I'm out here breeding up turtles, that's good use of my time, right? I thought I'd collect some sand. Now, sand is not renewable, so in any shape or form, doesn't matter dimensions. So if I can't get access to it from a desert or from a beach, I've got to obviously bring as much as I can with me. And the plan here is to obviously not turn any of this sand into glass, because it's not renewable. I'll just have to use it pretty sparingly. Mainly thinking I'm going to be using like these gravity blocks if I need them for a farm. But probably I'm not going to be able to use like concrete in builds, but it's just going to be too difficult. Unless I can find a way to duplicate it actually in the end rather than just using the end portal frame. So I'll finish up here and grab as many sand blocks as I can carry, and I'll head back through to the base, hopefully to do some more exploring. And on the way back, I actually found this pillager outpost, which is cool. and they seem to want to shoot me for some reason. I don't know why. It's not very nice of them, to be completely honest, and I'll just let them shoot each other. Excuse me, sir. Please. Alright. And the main thing I actually want from this is to shoot that guy over there. If you can't see him, he's actually a raid captain. And I really want an ominous bottle from him. And I'm hoping these guys will stop shooting me long enough for me to go get that. Come on, buddy. It's not very nice. And this is the main pain of doing this sort of stuff. And, well, that's a phantom. Alright, let's run through here. Yes, we can. And the raid captain looked like he was over here somewhere. Yeah, perfect. Alright, let's get out of here. And I came back during the morning because I could see these guys were in here too. And I really want to lays. Oh, Mr. Allay. Yep. Yep. And where's Mrs. Allay? And she's over here. Perfect. Alright, I've got a pair of them. And shoot the Allay. Yeah, perfect. Alright, let's get out of here. Will they follow me? Yeah, perfect. Seem to be following me. And these guys follow me too, which isn't very nice. Please leave me alone. I just want to take your Allays. Please. Well, there's only 2 left. Oh, 1 left. Is that it? Sweet. Alright, well, that's 2 Allays, and I will drop them back at the base, and then I'm coming back out to these turtles. So I had to actually hang out here for a couple of nights. I was coming back at night time so I could get these turtle eggs, which is great. And the plan here is to obviously breed turtles in the end with a some sort of pool setup, and then I'll be able to have more turtle eggs available if I need them for decoration or for more turtles, obviously. And it's now nighttime on the 44th day, which is cool. And I think the progress is going really well. I've collected all the animals that I really do desperately want, and I can't really see anything else that I want to bring with me, like from that sort of friendly mob perspective. And I'm just doing a bit of resource gathering, a lot of stones, a little bit of andesite, a little bit of granite here, a little bit of diorite, which is cool. And obviously not renewable as well, but I thought it'd be handy just to have a few of these blocks with me. I might just want some as like a little feature block in a build or something like that. Just so I'm not building with too much of the same stuff. Another thing that's come out recently as well is Mojang's obviously going to let us craft lodestones out of iron and stone, which is really cool because I really like the lodestone blocks. So I think I'm going to be doing a lot of building with stone and that sort of grey palette. So really, I am looking forward to that. So I'll just do a bit more of this gathering up, and another reason I'm down here is I believe this may be a slime chunk, if I've read the chunk base correctly. So I've carved that all out, and hopefully a slime will spawn for me. No. Alright, I might do a bit of mob proofing here. I think that's the best solution. So I'm going to go run around these caves nearby and see if I can get this working. Yeah, that's definitely not working. Alright. So as you can see, I've done a bit of caving. I've got a bit of lapis and other bits and pieces. This is just all in that surrounding cave nearby to this this area I've dug out just to see if I can get slimes to spawn. I'm yet to see one, but maybe we get one. And I may as well gather up a bit of this coal and bits and pieces while I'm here. But yeah, it seems to be a lot of mobs down here. Which I'm not, like, if it's the right mob, I'm happy to fight them, obviously, like creepers and skeletons and stuff still definitely need a lot of there. their resources, but it's not the best, most efficient way to collect it. All right, day 46. Let's get back out of the mines and back to the main starter base here. It's got plenty of lapis now, which is great. So ditch all that near the enchanting station. And I'm going into the Nether actually, which I thought was a nice little change. And I really want to actually get a little bit of ancient debris here. Now, it's actually not for obviously crafting netherite gear, is not the plan with this. The plan is actually to have the ancient debris in case I want it for like a world eater or a tunnel bore or anything like that for the end. Because sometimes they need ancient debris from memory. Nice. I'm sort of just digging in a straight line. No particular rhyme or reason, just on a chunk border, I think. And just hoping to find some more. Perfect. Sweet. Any more? Oh, yep, perfect. There's another one. Oh, and lava. Perfect. I just love that. Well, and let's build a nether portal and get out of here. So I actually ended up pretty far out. Let's see where we end up. Maybe I end up in a pretty cool little biome here. Well, this doesn't seem ideal. Well, may as well just dig straight up, I reckon. Probably the safest option. And as you can see, my inventory is just a little bit full. So I'm going to row back from where I was and just collect up a bit of resources. My inventory was pretty full with like netherrack and stuff, but I can always ditch those things just to collect bits and bobs. Thought this was a good little exercise just to see if I can explore and find a few more things. And as you can see, I've actually found a swamp. Now, I wasn't very successful with my slime chunk before, so I thought while I was out here, potentially this might be a good opportunity to get some slime balls. Now, there's new mechanics out now where if you have slime balls, enough of them, you can make a potion or something to make more slime or something. I don't know. So I'm just going to collect a few slime balls here, and I'm going to use them potentially once I get to the end to be able to make these slime potions to essentially farm slime in the end, which will be really handy. And I can definitely see a slime over here, which is great. It's a big slime, so we may as well shoot that one and get rid of it. And take care of it now with the sword to get rid of the rest of it. And I'm really loving this about slimes now. They seem to be spawning a lot more in swamps. And it's just an easy way to get that first few slime balls. So on my way back as well, I found a mushroom island. Mushroom island? I can't remember what they're called. And I collect up a bit of that podzol. That's a cool colored block, and potentially I might want to make an area that's sort of like mushroom sort of vibe. And I think you can grow mushrooms directly off that from memory. I feel like it grows brown and red mushrooms, so it might be good for that source as well. And I'm just going to row all the way back now. As you can see, a couple thousand blocks. And I didn't really find much else of interest other a few shipwrecks and some bits and pieces. And one more mob that I actually forgotten about. You might be able to potentially hear it. I'm not too sure. They can be a little bit noisy. Oh, there they go. Hello, who is it? Oh. Now, Now, I thought these guys would make the end pretty fun. Bit of a change. Some sort of mob that we don't really have a lot of, which is cool. And oh, they're in the boat now. They were on my shoulders. All right, jump out of the boat. How do you get out of the boat? Oh, there we go. And they look ridiculous. Well, I think, guys, that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. We're past 50 days. We're actually at 51 days, but I wanted to bring these guys back. And as you can see, they seem to be T-posing or doing something funky on my head. And I'm going to wrap up there, guys. Thanks for the episode. It's been a lot of fun. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like and a comment down the bottom, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.